Hi YouTube, this is RobloNuts1 here, and I finally got a computer. Yay! So, I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. First up, all of my collected editions will now be done like this. This is partly because the camera intimidates me a little bit, and I'm also able to edit a lot of my stuff. So, I won't be pausing a lot and thinking about what I have to say. It'll be quick, snappy, and awesome. Also, I have the luxury of going more into depth on certain things, and there are a few things that I have to work out, but I'm hoping that this will be a lot better to review with, and I just think it will be better. So, yes. Let's start reviewing Force Unleashed, the comic book adaptation. The Force Unleashed comic is based off the video game of the same name, and is written by Hayden Black and art done by Brian Ching. Hayden Black did also write a book as well, and I have read the book, and I liked the book a lot more, and I will get to explaining that why a bit later. And also, let's not forget, Hayden Black actually wrote the script for the video game itself. So this is a straight up adaptation of the video game. However, unlike Phantom Menace in my last review, the story is in the eyes of Juno Eclipse and Proxy, who, as we know, travelled with Starkiller on his road to building the rebellion, all the way from his time from serving Darth Vader, and all the way to the end where he tries to protect the politicians from the Emperor. Starkiller. The story starts off with Senator Organa and Juno locating Proxy, who was still left in Corellia at the time that the book takes place. The book takes place before the events of Force Unleashed 2, and 2 years before the events of Battle of Yavin. And yeah, it just goes from there. You know, we have Starkiller fighting Ron Kota. They skip out Casdus Paratus. So they basically skip out the second level of the game, which is kind of disappointing and kind of not. I would have liked to have they have added that bit, but it wasn't really needed anyway. And then Starkiller fights Shakti, and he then is sent on a mission by Darth Vader to build the rebellion. And, you know, Darth Vader built the rebellion up, and then he builds the rebellion up, and then he has that final showdown. Starkiller is really is depicted as a force of nature, and is also depicted as a very complicated man, and that even Juno and Proxy didn't really understand Starkiller himself. You know, because Starkiller is a force of nature. I mean, he has he had the capacity to be both a very powerful Sith Lord and a very powerful Jedi. And I found, even in the game, I find this fascinating. And I kind of think that Starkiller would have made a great Janissary. If you don't know what a Janissary is, it's the cult who are in between Jedi and Sith. Yeah, so I really thought that Starkiller was really well portrayed. And, you know, and throughout the story, we see Senator Organa slowly learn about Starkiller. And he's very conflicted because all of the horrors that Starkiller committed whilst being Vader's secret apprentice really does play out, and Organa learns just the horrors that Starkiller committed. And towards the end, Senator Organa slowly starts to appreciate the sacrifices that Starkiller made. The art is okay, I guess. Some panels do depict strange facial features on Darth Vader's mask and Starkiller's face. Like, Darth Vader looks something out of Disney in some of the panels, because his mask looks very fat, and I keep imagining Mickey Mouse ears on his helmet because it looks so goofy. And some of Starkiller's facial features look very distorted. But other than that, I felt that this graphic novel is okay. I mean, I would have liked to have had a comic about Starkiller, you know, and get inside his head a bit more. Because I would have really have liked a comparison piece between Starkiller and Darth Vader. You know, what makes these two men so alike and what makes them so different? Like, why is Starkiller the way he is? And we do get this, yes, in the game, but it's not even in Starkiller's perspective. It's in the perspective of Juno and Proxy. This graphic novel is a good comparison piece, but it's not needed to understand the game at all. You'd be better off with the game itself. Because A, the game is a lot more fun, B, you get more canon and a lot more interest in that. At least in my opinion. So that's my review over, and I would like to thank you for listening. And stay tuned for more. Subscribe if you haven't done so.